Yo, what's goody? Boxing heads and fight fans around the world. B Marsh Boxing back at it with another post fight review. IBF Super Middleweight Champion Caleb Plant from Nashville, Tennessee. Homecoming fight fights in front of the home crowd versus his mandatory challenger, Vincent Feigenbutz, man from Germany. What a fight! All in favor of Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant wins every single round. I might have given round six to Feigenbutz because of for aggression. He threw punches in bunches, but most of them didn't land. But really and truly, and he had Caleb Plant on the ropes, but Caleb Plant didn't really make him pay with no counter shots when he was on the ropes from Feigenberg's pressure. But overall, man, it was an up jab fest for the man Caleb Plant. Punches and bunches, combinations, mean body shots, a variety of punches, some lateral movement, not too much. Stood his ground for the most part, and that's how he eventually got the stoppage. You know what I mean? I probably gave him every single round. Like I said, if I gave any round to Feigenbutz, it would have been round six. Round two looked like Caleb Plant was about to stop him in round two. You know what I mean? Caught him with the up jab that rocked this guy back, and he kind of wobbled. You know what I mean? He also got caught with a jab that wobbled him in round two. But the guy managed to go 10 rounds. You know what I mean? Caleb Plant stopped his opponent in the 10th round with punches and bunches. He busted up his nose in, I believe, round 8. He had an up jab that broke or busted up the man Vincent Feigenbutz's nose. His nose was leaking like a faucet. And round 10, Feigenbutz wasn't letting his hands go, and Caleb Plant took advantage. He knows he's at home. Let's hear the results, fellas.
And gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 23 seconds in round number 10. A referee in charge, Malik Waleed, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout and still
And
the
still undefeated
undefeated
at
IBF
168
Super
IBF Super
Middleweight
Middleweight Champion of the
Champion of the
World.
world,
Sweet
Sweet
hands.
Hands,
Caleb
Caleb
Plant.
Plant.
Yes, so Caleb Plant gets it done. He didn't wet the bed like the other hometown guy, Austin Day, Austin Dulé. Let's hear what he got to
Thank you very
say.
much. We've got your grandfather, your father by your side for this historic moment for you, defending your title here at home in front of this crowd that was on their feet
Very
in the
good
first
fight from
round,
Caleb
chanting
Plant.
sweet hands. How much did they fuel you in this fight?
Say again.
How much did they fuel you in this fight?
Oh man, I was super fueled. I could have went all night. The whole city came out. Nashville, stand up!
Yeah, buddy, represent for Nashville, man. I love hometown
In
fights,
that
man.
round, you came out with the
For
frenetic
world
pace,
champions who have attained
urgent.
success,
You knew it was just a matter of
a
time. You said
hometown
it was
fight
just
is
going to be the
due.
jab. It was the
Just don't
jab, but
wet
it
the
was
bed
also the
like J Rock and
combinations of
Jarrett Hurd did.
uppercuts.
You heard?
How confident and how great did you feel out there tonight?
Man, I felt great. I was relaxed, sharp. I told you guys I was going to stop this fight before the
I
12th round.
watched
I want to dedicate this fight to my daughter, Aaliyah, who's in heaven. I want to dedicate this fight to my mother. I want to dedicate this fight to my grandfather and dedicate this fight to the whole city of Nashville.
yeah, Caleb Plant representing.
Certainly an incredible crowd
Nashville and
here. A lot
Tennessee
of
period is
hometown
not a
support for you.
hotbed
I know
hotbed
this
for
is your
boxing.
20th win to start 2020.
What
How
does he
would you
want to
like
do
to
for
see the rest of
2020?
the year progress?
Everybody knows I want that unification fight with David Benavidez. You know who the best 168-pounder is. If you want that, you got to come see me. I've been won that fight. I've been asking for it, and I'm tired of waiting.
So that sounds like a good fight to make
Yeah,
next time.
Caleb
Thank you
Plant.
so
You
much,
gotta like
Caleb.
this guy.
Congratulations on a great win here.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
gotta
Our
like
time
this
is
guy.
up.
He's the only Caucasian
Thank you very much.
American
That's a
champion we
terrific
have
performance
in the
for
United
Caleb Plant.
States.
And yes,
You
you
know what I
have to love
mean?
the idea of
Kelly
unifying the
Pavlik
tribes
ain't
and having
coming
one
through that
champion
door
because
no
you're
more.
always getting
Boom
closer
Boom
to that one.
Mancini.
Back
These
here
guys are
ringside,
not
Ron
walking
Kennedy with
through
fights
those
for us,
doors no
Joe
more.
Goosen.
Chris
And
Algieri
once
was
again,
probably
David
the
Benavidez,
last
that's the
United
WBC
States
belt. Caleb Smith,
Caucasian
LC
champion
Brother,
we've had
has
here
the
in
WBA,
America.
and he's the Ring Magazine champion.
His days are over. Caleb Plant is carrying the torch. We don't have no Paulie Spataforas around no more. But we have Caleb Plant. I'm not sure if Nashville, Tennessee is in the Appalachians, but the Appalachians breed fighters, you know what I mean? The Appalachian Mountains, believe that. Caleb Plant, like I said, is from Nashville, Tennessee, not known as a hotbed for boxing, the state of Tennessee, period. We got Kennedy McKinley, a guy from Tennessee. I think Mike Weaver or John Tate, one of those guys was from Tennessee. But overall, this guy's carrying a whole state on his back for boxing. He's calling out David Benavidez, a guy a lot of people are not mentioning. Canoli ain't mentioning him. Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders have not uttered the name David Benavidez. This guy, Sweet Hands, has mentioned this guy all the time, and he's trying to get that fight. You know what I'm saying? He's married to this young lady, Jordan somebody. I guess she's a Jordan Plant now. You know what I mean? The young lady who be doing the PBC commentary, not commentary, but ringside commentary. You know what I mean? But she ain't called a fight tonight, which I do appreciate because that would have been a conflict of interest. So she's just a spectator tonight, as it should be. She can call other fights, but whenever her man is fighting, fall back. That's a conflict of interest. We'd rather see you be a fan. But the man, Caleb Plant, man, do I give him a shot at beating Benavidez? I do. I do. I think Benavidez is a tough dude, but he's a bully. And everybody he's fought, he's bullied. Now we're going to have to see if he can be if a guy who doesn't back down. And I think Caleb Plant just be that guy. Might be that guy, you know what I mean? Spectacular effort from the man, excuse me, Caleb Plant. Does what he has to do with his mandatory challenger, takes him to boxing school, takes him on the yellow school bus to boxing school, and he wins in dramatic fashion with the stoppage. No knockdowns, but sure enough, he had this guy with his high guard eating punches and bunches. We got shoot at her, spare no arrow, says Benavides crushes this bomb. I don't know about that. I'm going to have to disagree with you, whoever you are. How's this guy a bum? He has a title just like Benavidez. So in that case, if Caleb Plant is a bum, so is Benavidez. He's a bum too. Definitely is. He lost a belt because of cocaine use. I haven't seen Caleb Plant losing no belt because of cocaine use. Both nights that they both won their world titles were controversial. Could have gone either way. Never forget that. So before you call the man Caleb Plant a bum, go take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, if this guy's a bum, is David Benavidez a bum as well? I personally don't think he is. But in your theory of boxing or how you view boxing through your lenses or spectacles, if you consider this guy Caleb Plant a bum, then you must consider David Benavidez a bum as well. Nothing more, nothing less. Shoot at her, spare no arrows. That's just how it is, you know what I mean? It goes the same way, for all those guys who said Manny Pacquiao's a bum and Floyd Mayweather's going to beat that guy because he's a bum. Floyd Mayweather did beat that guy. So is Floyd Mayweather a bum too because he's beating up on a bum? Should we give Floyd Mayweather credit for beating a so-called bum that people said Pacquiao is? Come on, man. Where do you guys come from? Where's your where do you guys get your boxing knowledge from? You know what I mean? To be honest, the man Caleb Plant looked even more spectacular. Although it was a close fight versus Jose Uzcategui, he looks more spectacular than David Benavidez did against Ronald Gavril. Ronald Gavril is a guy who I'd favor Uskategi to beat him. You know what I mean? Okay, we got the Dark Jedi 77 with an intelligent question. He ain't just coming in this joint just typing anything and pressing send. I like your question. He asks, what you think of Canelo versus Plant? I think Canelo will never fight that guy. This guy got his feet are too quick for Canoli. Once Canoli knows a guy can bounce on his toes and can use lateral movement, perpetual movement, cross that guy off Canoli's list. You know what I mean? Canoli is not fighting Americans lately. He fought Danny Jacobs, but besides that, he's not into fighting Americans no more. He's gonna pick on guys like Murata, Kovalev, maybe Callum Smith, the Billy Joe, the British guys, Rocky Feldon. Those are the type of guys he's more interested in. The American bred fighters are not on Canoli's lists. I'd love to see the fight, but I'm being absolutely realistic with you. None of these fighters on PBC will sniff a payday from Canoli. Just a little too dangerous. From David Benavidez to Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? But overall, I do think Canoli should look if you know, he fought Rocky Felding, aka Bill Wennington, for a WBA regular bout. We'd like to see Canoli fight for the real WBA belt held by Callum Smith. If not, there's an IBF belt out there or WBC held by Caleb Plant and David Benavidez respectfully. You know what I mean? So let's see if Canoli who he'll fight. I doubt it'll be any of these PBC super middleweights, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's one of the British champion super middleweights, Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders. Canoli's has a habit of picking on lower tier champions or guys past their prime. You know what I mean? Caleb Plant and David Benavidez are far from that. These guys are well in their prime right about now. American bred fighters. We shall see. Great question, the Dark Jedi 77. B Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Caleb Sweet Hands Plant from Nashville, Tennessee, doing the damn thing in front of the whole crowd. Now, his two title defenses since he became world champion have been subpar to say the least. Now we need to see Caleb Plant in there versus a former world champion at super middleweight, a up and coming dangerous fighter at super middleweight, and or a unification at super middleweight. No more Feigenbutzes, no more Mike Lees. Matter of fact, give the guy the dog Durrell a shot. I'd love to see that fight. Caleb's Caleb Plant versus the dog Durrell. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments and let me know in the comment section whom you'd like to see Caleb Sweethand Plant fight next in his next fight. I'd like to see a unification or the guys that I mentioned. I'm gone. Peace.